Call of Duty is dead. Battlefield 6 is taking over. The amount of times I've seen that comment the last couple of days has been ridiculous. Let me know down in the comment section right now what you guys think of Battlefield 6. In this video, I'm going to be putting out my raw and honest opinions on this game and if it is worth you checking out. If you guys enjoyed this style of content on the channel, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications for Call of Duty as well as Battlefield 6 content. Now, to put this out there, yes, I am still going to be posting Call of Duty content. I'm not done with Call of Duty. I don't think Call of Duty is dead. That's just what a lot of people are saying. And as of right now, Battlefield 6 is incredibly fun. It kind of is taking over, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm still gonna be posting Black Ops 6, and obviously, I'm gonna be posting Black Ops 7, dropping nukes, getting 100 plus kill games. You guys know the drill. Now, back on track. Battlefield 6. Is this game worth trying out? If you are a halfway decent Call of Duty player, or if you have not played Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2019, or you quit right before or quit during Modern Warfare 2019, I highly recommend at least trying out Battlefield 6. Go to a friend's house, play it for free, see how you like it. I guarantee if you put at least an hour of playtime in this game, I know that might sound like a lot, not realistically if you're, a gamer at heart, you're going to start enjoying the game. Battlefield 6, and I'm being 100% honest about this. I'm not getting paid to make this video. I'm not getting paid to make any videos. I'm not getting paid to stream it. Trust me, if I don't like a game, I'm definitely not going to stream it because the time that I stream, I could be making content for my other channel. Battlefield 6 is one of those games where it's actually worth putting the time and effort in to getting better. You have not been able to say that about a Call of Duty game in like the past 7 years because of skill-based matchmaking. That's exactly why they went ahead and removed it / reduced it in Black Ops 7 because there's actually something to strive for in Battlefield 6. It is satisfying doing well in a game that you initially start playing that you're not the best at. When you're going crazy in Battlefield 6, and when you're going crazy, you're absolutely going crazy. It is so satisfying. As a Call of Duty player coming to Battlefield 6, as a Call of Duty player coming back to Battlefield, because the last Battlefield I actually went ahead and played was Bad Company 2, and that was during the Modern Warfare 2 era, the OG Modern Warfare 2 era, and that Call of Duty was goated. I am getting that drive. It is incredibly fun when you are tearing up the lobby and when you are seeing yourself improving as a player. And that is what makes gaming addicting. As a Call of Duty player, if you get into a lobby where there are Battlefield players in the lobby, it is going to be the most satisfying experience you've probably had in the past 5 to 7 years. You're going to be tearing it up. If you get into a lobby, and trust me, you'll know, when you're playing against Call of Duty players, you're going to know. You know what I'm saying? Battlefield 6, it has that nice mix. It's not the same game over and over again. It's refreshing. I like how the game plays. But in this video, I'm also going to go ahead and talk about some of the things I dislike about Battlefield 6, and that's okay. As a COD player, I'm not going to sit here and glaze the game saying that it is 100%, the best game ever. I'm not going to glaze the game and say that I have no issues with it because I have issues with it. But again, that's fine. The issues I have with Battlefield is because I'm so used to Call of Duty, and I'm not going to ask the developers, I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, things should be changed to my liking. That'd be ignorant. The things I don't like about this game realistically are part of Battlefield, and they probably shouldn't be changed unless there is a community uproar and people say, okay, maybe this needs to be adjusted. Now, the bloom in Battlefield, in my personal opinion, as a COD player going to Battlefield, this is something that you're going to notice immediately. When you are firing on a target at longer ranges, wherever your optic is, red dot, whatever you're running, or the iron sight of your weapon, all your bullets are not actually going to be going where you're shooting, especially if you're holding the trigger down going full auto. You can't do that in Battlefield like you can in Call of Duty. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Battlefield is supposed to be a real war simulator. It's supposed to be more realistic. It's supposed to be a more mature title. So recoil control and overall getting used to the gun is something that you're gonna have to play and get better at. So I personally don't like as much bloom that's in the game right now because it does cause for some inconsistent gunfights, but that's going to be the more real world feel and the more mature feeling of the game. So maybe they could reduce it, but at the same time, if they don't reduce it, it is what it is. I'm still enjoying the game. It's just one of those things where you're just going to have to get better at recoil control. And once you get better at recoil control, again, this is something about Battlefield that we have not been able to say about Call of Duty in a very long time. Once you start getting good at Battlefield, like, terrible players are not touching you on this game. Like, that's something that is so satisfying. When you get that recoil control lockdown, when you get positioning lockdown, when you understand, you know, where to go on the map, I mean, you're gonna be unstoppable. That's why I'm saying, if you are a halfway decent Call of Duty player, if you've put in the time and effort to get good at Call of Duty, I would definitely check out Battlefield 6 and try it out because you're going to enjoy it. I can guarantee it because it's one of those games where once you bridge that skill gap, it's a wrap. You're going to be absolutely tearing up the lobby. Now, something else that I'm going to be talking about on Battlefield 6, and again, this is something that as a COD player, I don't enjoy, but it's just a part of the game. The leveling process. It is molasses slow, but at the same time, that's part of Battlefield. This game is designed to last years. It's not designed to last, you know, 3 months like a Call of Duty title, and then everybody just switches to Warzone. That's not what Battlefield is about. The leveling process is slow. So if you're trying to level up weapons, it's going to take some time. If you're trying to level up your career level, it's going to take some time. I think it's like 18 hours or something like that to fully max out a gun, which is wicked in game time. I'm not talking about just, you know, just 18 hours, you know, here and there. And that's in game time. That's a long time. That's a long time. You know, you might like that. You might not like that. There are XP farms you can do to go ahead and level up faster. But at the same time, that's something that I feel a lot of people that are playing Battlefield 6, you're just gonna have to get used to. You know what I'm saying? I have to get used to it. I'm not gonna sit here and say, you know, they should change this, they should change that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing a game that I normally, you know, have not played for years, and I'm coming on here. I can't demand changes like that. I can recommend changes, but I can't sit here and demand changes. I'm just gonna get used to it. I'm just gonna adapt to it. As a Call of Duty player, I can adapt to things like that. That's something else that I feel like a lot of Call of Duty players can do better than a lot of other first-person shooter gamers. We can adapt. We can adapt and get used to Battlefield. We can adapt and get used to the bloom, the recoil control. We can adapt and get used to the aim assist. We can adapt and just get used to the overall feel of the game and start dominating. And that's why I'm enjoying this game so much. Now, something about Battlefield that I find personally enjoyable, and I know for a fact a lot of other people agree with me. Let me know down in the comment section if you disagree. This is a game that you can literally get on. You can play with friends, you can play by yourself, and you don't have the mindset, I need to get as many kills as possible. I need to go 30-0, you know, I need to drop 100 plus kills. I need to get as many streaks as possible. This game, you really get on and you play for the experience. You play for the win, you play for the clips, and you just play for the overall just destruction, just the satisfying nature of the game is why I just keep coming back to play it. And this is strange because as a Call of Duty player at heart, you know, I'm so used to getting on a first-person shooter and trying to get as many kills as possible, dying as little times as possible, and obviously winning the game. But my mindset when I'm playing Call of Duty, and it's so refreshing getting on Battlefield and having this kind of switched, was I would have to get on the game and I was trying to get, you know, the nuke. I was trying to get on at least a 30 kill streak. You know what I'm saying? If that wasn't the mindset, I wasn't playing the game. With Battlefield, my mindset literally is to win the game, get as many clips as possible, and just overall enjoy myself. That is nice. I have not played a game that has reset, not necessarily reset, because obviously, you know, going on streaks in Battlefield, when you're on a tear, oh boy, you're on a tear on this game. It's nice, but it's also really enjoyable to be able to get on a game and just enjoy it for what it is. That's exactly why I feel like a lot of people are playing Battlefield right now, because it's a game that you literally can play and enjoy for what it is. Something else I'm gonna go ahead and put out. I know a lot of people are talking about they should be adding kill streaks to Battlefield 6. You know, they need to add a UAV or whatever or whatnot, a nuke. As much as that sounds interesting, that they had a nuke at like 30 gun kills in a row. I mean, realistically, I mean, if you're getting 30 gun kills in a row on Battlefield, you're twisted. You're wicked. You're one of the best players of all time. I don't think kill streaks should be added to this game. I don't think score streaks should be added to this game. I think if they added streaks, it would completely ruin the experience. Let me know down in the comment section, because the one thing Battlefield does have going for it over Call of Duty, well, not really one thing, the many things Battlefield has going over Call of Duty as of right now, you know, as a part of just the overall enjoyability, is that you don't have to go into the game knowing that you have to knock somebody off a streak, or you don't have to go into a game knowing that, you know, your objective realistically is to try to get that highest streak. That's not the case with Battlefield. The objective is to win the game and to get clips and to just tear it up. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes Battlefield fun. And I feel like that they add that kill streak dynamic. Number one, the lobbies are going to slow down significantly because people are going to be camping for those streaks. And number two, just the overall way people play the game and using, you know, meta weapons. Just obviously, you know, you want to run a good weapon and have, you know, the best attachments on it. There are ways to go ahead and build good class setups on Battlefield 6, which I'm going to go ahead and talk about that in this video as well. I think streaks would definitely be a negative impact in this game. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Now, as far as the meta loadouts go and running, you know, a best class setup in Battlefield 6, yes, I understand this isn't Call of Duty. It necessarily, people like to say it doesn't matter, but in all reality, it does, because the reason Call of Duty blew up is because there was a reason to get better. With Battlefield 6, the reason there's a lot of Call of Duty players coming to Battlefield 6, the reason why there's a lot of people enjoying Battlefield 6, in my personal opinion, there's obviously other reasons, but a huge part of that, and I spoke on this earlier, is there's actually a reason to get good at this game. And a part of that is running a class setup, you know, that makes sense. With all the recoil control and the bloom going on in this game, you 100% should be running a setup that is going to allow you to play to the best of your ability. And this is something that I've noticed about the Battlefield community. Again, it's not the COD community, and I'm not going to go here and say that, you know, I'm part of the Battlefield community. I mean, technically I am because I'm making content, but I have not been a part of the Battlefield community since 2040. Oh, not 2042. Oh my goodness, since Bad Company 2. I feel like a lot of people are trying to gatekeep, you know, the tips and tricks here in Battlefield, which is kind of weird because you want as many people on the game as possible. You want as many people trying to get better at the game as possible, so they're, you know, continue to play the game. There's absolutely nothing wrong with running, you know, a meta loadout or trying to get better at this game, running a class that makes sense, because that's what makes first-person shooter games fun. Seeing yourself getting better, and a part of that is running a class setup that's good. So that's my take on the meta loadouts in Battlefield 6. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. A lot of weapons are good in this game, especially when you build them up properly. The only weapon in this game that I feel that needs a nerf, and I know it's supposed to be like this because it's supposed to mimic, you know, how it is in real life, is the shotguns. The shotguns are insanity. You can get killed from halfway across the map at close range. Just put your controller down or just take your hands off the keyboard. It's over. You're not winning against the shotgun. I think they need to go ahead and make it a little bit more difficult to use. But again, as a Call of Duty player, who am I going on here and saying, you know, they should go ahead and demand changes on Battlefield 6? I'm just enjoying the game for what it is. I'm making videos that I enjoy making, and I'm trying to help people out get better, especially Call of Duty players get better at this game, because like I said multiple times, this is a game that is rewarding when you see yourself getting better. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing good in the lobby, it's really satisfying. When you're wiping teams off the hills, it's incredibly satisfying. When you're going on streaks, it's incredibly satisfying. You know what I'm saying? You are the kill streak in Battlefield 6. You know, you're tearing it up, you know, if you can position yourself right and, you know, you're running a class setup that makes sense. I really enjoy this game. Is Call of Duty dead? Like I said, absolutely not. Is Battlefield 6 taking over? I feel like this game is going to take over a lot of players who are looking for that itch to play a first-person shooter that they could see themselves investing hours into and getting a return, right? With Call of Duty, especially since we've had skill-based matchmaking for so long, they're now moving / reducing it in Black Ops 7. There was absolutely no reason to get better at the game. None at all. It was just straight, just brain rot. You know, if you want to go tear up in a lobby, you know, either get another console and have a host or reverse boost, and then you can go have fun. With Battlefield, you don't have to do any of that. You can load up. You can just see yourself getting better and progressing every single match. And that is literally what has been missing in Call of Duty for years. You know, people who've been playing Call of Duty for 10 years plus before skill-based, and then they add skill-based, and it's like, yo, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? What was the point of getting better at the game? And now they're going ahead and reverting all that, which is good. Absolutely not complaining. But with Battlefield, you put that time and effort in, it's not going to be wasted. You're going to see a return, and you're going to be at the top of the list every single match. You're going to be getting like 30, 40 kills or more, which is a lot in Battlefield, and you're not going to be dying a lot. So you're going to be having a fantastic time, and it's incredibly satisfying. I want to make this video just to put my thoughts and opinions out there on Battlefield 6. If you are a Call of Duty player that is looking for that itch, looking for that game to play, that you can see yourself progress and get better, and you're just waiting for Black Ops 7, and you can swing buying a copy or at least trying it out at a friend's house or whatnot, I highly recommend going ahead and playing Battlefield 6. I would not be making this video. I would not be making the content. I definitely would not be streaming it if I wasn't enjoying the game. So I would try it out. I would try it out. And there's gonna be a lot of Battlefield players saying, oh, stay on Call of Duty, stay away from our game. Look, as a COD player, I'm telling you this right now. If you're a good COD player and you put an hour of effort into this game, you're gonna be tearing it up. You're gonna be tearing it up, having a great time. I guarantee you that. You're gonna be tearing it up, having a great time. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. Been a boy ears. I'm gonna go play some Battlefield 6 right now. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.